Hisuian Sneasler takes what Weavile does and goes ham, trading in a quad fighting weakness for a quad psychic weakness and adding a dash of power that Weavile misses since it lost access to its strongest move, Knockoff. But Weavile's distant cousin from Hisui can scratch out victory where Weavile might struggle, all thanks to its perfect sweeper powers. Time to scratch the surface and show why Weavile will devastate VGC in Hisuian form when it arrives with Samurott and Zoroark from Hisui. I also just realized I called Sneasler Weavile. Cut to the intro!
Is there more to us than the words we say, the games we play? Can we know that we're not dreaming?
Sneasler's base stat is exactly the same as Weavile. I'm not gonna kid you there. But while it trades 5 speed and special attack, it uses that to increase its already extremely impressive attack stat to an amazing 130, already giving you a clear indication of what Sneasler wants to do. It is a fast-hitting, heavy-hitting, ideal candidate for a sweeper on your team. While losing 5 speed makes Sneasler only 3 points shy of being sped by one of the fastest Pokemon in VGC still, Meowscarada, it deals far more damage than the super fast cat of Gen 9. On top of that, since it gains access to moves like Fake Out, Close Combat, and other various physical attacking moves, you won't find anything missing from your team that Sneasler can't pick up. Another factor that Sneasler has that other Pokemon do not have is its signature move, a very dangerous, very destructive stab move in Dire Claw. Much like how Hisuian Samurott has mastered the art of the sharpened sword, Sneasler has perfected its craft of sowing chaos into the foe's game plans. First, the move is a solid 80 base power move that has 100% accuracy, a perfect move for Sneasler's purposes, but it also has the chance to deal a critical hit. You know, I'm starting to notice a trend among these Hisuian Pokemon. They all seem to be able to deal critical hits more easily. Anyway, a poison move that can hit for critical damage more often, that already was a good enough reason to have it. But a move that also has a chance to paralyze, poison, or even sleep the target if it doesn't faint, it basically is Tri-Attack on steroids. Now, if you were to combine this with the very underutilized pledge combos, specifically setting up the Rainbow, which doubles the chances of added effects activating, you will absolutely devastate your opponent's Pokemon with effects, given you won't have control of which effects they suffer. But with 2 of the 3 having the chance to completely stop the opponent from acting for a turn, those odds are still good to bet on. Another thing that Sneasler has is an ability called Unburden. And while Unburden Pokemon can reach high numbers of speed stats with popular candidates such as Unburden Hitmonlee, Drifblim, and even Slurpuff to an extent, Sneasler's high speed and especially its high attack stat makes it the top tier when it comes to just how fast and how hard it can hit when Unburden activates. The only other Pokemon that outspeeds Sneasler when it comes to Unburden is Exceligor, and it's not even a Pokemon that can be found in this generation at this time of me writing this script, and Sceptile, which ties it, but also is not found in this generation as of me writing this script. While it has a weakness to the ever-popular ground type and just as popular psychic type Pokemon, Sneasler can easily make up for it by going Terra Dark for a Terra boosted Night Slash to allay the pain. And with the move Brick Break and the high speed stat of 120 means you can also bust through any potential barriers, so any follow-up attacks hit full power. And remember, you have access to Dire Claw, a move with a 50% chance to inflict one of 3 potential status inflictions. Now, when Sneasler hits Scarlet and Violet, my personal suggestion for this Pokemon will be to combine its speed and power with the Unburden ability, fully investing into speed and attack, potentially combining the reliable fake out and normal gem combo to get it going as soon as possible, or even going white herb to remove any potential stats you lose, such as suffering and intimidate, or after using close combat. Now, when it comes to targeting, Sneasler's speed and toolkit make it so you can focus down targets much more easily than other Pokemon might. Trying to go for status conditions to mess with the enemy, or spread moves such as those found in Rock Slide. Since you'll want to be using and going for the Unburden ability, the move Acrobatics, as well as the Terra Flying, is probably going to be one of your best high attack options next to close combat. So, going for Terra Flying to use that means you counter ground types easily and you can punch through threats faster than the enemy can respond. Now, just to put into perspective how fast you're moving with this Sneasler, you move so fast, the only Pokemon that can respond to your speed is if they are under the effects of a tailwind. And perhaps not even that, unless they combine it with a Choice Scarf. Just going off the math that are on screen right now, Meowscarada can only keep up with you if it has a tailwind and is also Jolly Nature. And if Meowscarada cannot outspeed you without the tailwind, even if it has a Choice Scarf, what are the odds of other, slower Pokemon outspeeding you even with a Choice Scarf? This means you can go full Adamant Nature and just lay waste into your opponent's Pokemon, whatever they are. Sneasler's main game plan is basically going to be the trade game, where in a Pokemon battle, your Pokemon trades out with the opponent's Pokemon, aka you lose a Pokemon, but in exchange, you take out one of theirs. If you can trade even one, then Sneasler has already won a potential battle for you, depending on what it trades with. And the more it trades for, or the more you take down before losing Sneasler, means Sneasler will sink its claws deeper and deeper into their pool of Pokemon left to fight until eventually all they are left with are scraps of defeat. Sneasler isn't going to last long in a fight. Just like with Hisuian Zoroark or Zoroark in general, you need to trade out Mons quickly and efficiently. Don't take too long or you will lose a valuable team member without it doing anything. What set will you run with Sneasler? While it has access to Pressure and Poison Point, these are not favorably used abilities due to how fast-paced and heavy-hitting Pokemon battles are, and especially with how frail Sneasler is, especially if not Terra and it has no Focus Sash. I will see you in my next video. What Hisuian Pokemon should I cover next? Tell me down below, and if you liked how I covered Sneasler, like, comment, and otherwise, subscribe to help my channel grow. Till next time, viewers, take care of yourselves. Bye!